yourself for opportunities. So I've been saying education is a scam, blah blah blah, but now that we are in, especially for teachers, how do you position yourself for better opportunities? First things, have your credentials, that is academics. Yeah, at least have a bachelor's of education. um okay, one of my regrets is that I never did English lit or special needs education. Well, it is what it is. So I wish someone would have advised me better. I would have chosen well, but do I care? Because also Kiswahili will place me somewhere. Yeah, now that Kiswahili is gaining some traction. But we know those who are in sciences, SPED, that is special needs education, those who are in ECD, early childhood education, stand a better position to gain some of these international teaching jobs. Second thing, you need to have your passport. Yeah, so at least 6 months old, visit around your neighboring countries to have at least your passport stamped. It raises some bonga points. Another thing is about your driving license. Oh, well, there's no need for you to incur extra expenses trying to get an international driving license. The one from your country can suffice for the first 1 year, at least for systems like America, where you find that public transport is not that common, so you need to have driving skills, and not just on paper but real. It's a practical thing. And yeah, be a safe driver. Fourth thing, the language test. Depending on which country you're targeting, you need to do the language test. I don't know why we don't do it in Africa, but well, it's also a source of income for the rest of the countries that we are targeting. And in any case, how will you survive in a country where you have little proficiency in the language? So that's one of the reasons they do. So it's basically to protect you. Yeah, so maybe you're targeting America or the UK. English, obviously you need to be proficient in it. For teachers, it's IELTS that you'll have to do. For other health professionals, they can do PTL. For example, if you're a teacher of English and literature, you may be forced to do TESOL. Yeah, so be on the lookout, start preparing. Yeah, that is the full video. I'm in bed. Yeah, so I'm shooting from the convenience of our bed. So it's a full show camera, right? Another thing, that's how I am. Okay, so the other way you can position yourself is to, okay, for example, you're targeting a country like Germany. You need to be proficient in Germany. If you're going to go to maybe the Arabian countries, that like at least try to learn Arabic language. If you're going to China, learn the Chinese language. You want to go to Italy, France, learn French. So if you believe you you have the energy to learn a new language and you're really focused on getting that opportunity, you have to learn a new language. And I think it's a good thing. Like the time I learned Hangul, that is the Korean language, at least I can tell someone even "annyeonghaseyo," and they respond back "annyeonghaseyo." So you're so beautiful, thank you. Yeah, so it's so you have to, hey, they have confused me by telling me I'm beautiful. So I was saying you get to learn a new language, also get to position yourself as a professional by having your medical certificates ready. Also be having some money that you'll use to translate your certificates as well as for evaluation, instead of having to go to another system and redoing something that you have done. At least you get to save on that. For Kenya, you can use the WES services, that I think is the World Evaluation Services. But I saw like for PACT, which is a cultural exchange program, they prefer Spantran. So you can scout around, shop around for the one that is most reliable and it's cheap, that you can afford. uh, Another thing, obviously, about your health, especially the tuberculosis, uh, have some money that you'll use for the sputum test, among other things. um, Another requirement that you might require, obviously, is to have recommendation letters, at least 3 of them, from your work place, as well as from your professors in school, so maybe your colleagues. So have good foundation. Also have the teaching experience. In most cases they require 2 years, sorry, of teaching experience upon graduation. So yeah, so try to look for that experience by whatever means. It doesn't matter the school. Yeah, so long as you have that experience and you have done a teaching practice, you stand a chance. Also, you might require money, yeah, that you will chain in a bank. You'll block it, especially if you're targeting countries like Australia. You might require that. Yeah. um so those are some of the things that you require to position yourself for opportunities as a teacher who is interested in teaching abroad. Apparently, I haven't worked abroad, but I've researched, and that is what I came up with. So those are some of the things that you require by all means. Then you need to have an open mind. Um, why do you want it? So unlike even maybe in our African setup, you'll find that the other way around, the other countries, the education system is different. So you need to be open to learning, be flexible. Um, Another thing is in terms of behavior management. So you need to be ready. So prepare yourself mentally how you're going to deal with behavior, different behaviors in class. So for me, if I'm given that opportunity, I think I'll even enroll for gifted education. Yeah, so that you learn how to handle different cases, especially right now when we have even special needs. So you get to try to know how to deal with them, um, because it can be chaotic. Yeah, sometimes people can even go out to countries. You are a teacher, you are so passionate, but when you try to look even at the school culture, especially the parents, you're like, no, this is not it for me. And you might decide to put down the chalks and maybe go to the pants, maybe just carry your hoe and dig. So it's really up to you. So be open-minded. Another thing about carrying children, okay, you know that in most countries at least education is free. You can be sponsored. Yeah, there's money out there, good money. So it's up to you to have confidence and a negotiating power, so that you can, as you're chasing the bank, you can have quality money, something that you can even use for personal development as well as professional development. Unlike maybe in our country, Kenya, where promotions have been a bit hectic even after you have advanced your studies. I believe out there, at least, you're able to advance much better their professional development opportunities, like inset. Inset is basically in service training. So as you're teaching, you're also studying, you're enhancing your methodologies, so such kind of things. um yeah. So that is it. That's how you first get to position yourself for those opportunities. You also need to have strong statement of purpose, because people go there with different routes. There are those who might want to go maybe through the education route, and now they are teaching just to get maybe some money to facilitate it. And you also need to have your teaching license, like for the UK, I think you need the QTS, that is qualified teacher status, to work. For United States, you might require to go to get your teaching license so that you can be eligible to teach. Yeah, so just do your research depending on the country that you're interested in. I'll be doing more updates as time goes by, but I believe for this night, yeah, before we go for the Christmas mood, at least you know what you need so far. So I've mentioned about the qualified teacher status, so the driving license, you need to have the papers, the academic papers, that is, health papers, recommendation letters, yeah, and money. Money begets money. So until next time, bye. If you have any questions, please ask on the comment section, or you can even go to TikTok and ask any of the platforms. Yeah, bye.